Hello everyone, welcome back. Today's lesson is learning shape and form fundamentals and the basic of geometric 3D form. So what exactly is form? Form is nothing more than adding a third dimension to a two-dimensional object. Now, we'll start with the very basic geometric form. That is the simple square. The square is two-dimensional because it only has a width and a height. There's no third dimension. Be three-dimensional has to have a length, width, and height. So let's take this and a line. So the vertical lines we have created a box. It now has height, width, and length. Therefore, we now have a geometric shape or form. Now, what can we do with the triangle? A couple things. We can convert it into a cone. To do this, we create the base first. Base is an ellipse. Then you create your form. You go from point B down to point A, from point B down to point C, and you follow the bottom around. The base around, from point C back to point B, A, or B. You erase your construction lines. You now have a cone. Now, what if we want to take this box that we have here? We want to see more of the top view of it and less of the front. Well, take this. First off, we have to compress the front. We compress this square, we're going to end up with a rectangle. Now, because we want to see more of the top, we have to make our lines longer. So we make them here to here, here to here, here to here. We connect our line. Now we have more of a top-down look of this rectangle. Now, how are we going to make a top-down look of this cone? Well, the cone was an ellipse. We're going to flip it a little bit. That's going to make it look oval shape, more oval shape. So let's draw more of an oval shape. From point B down to point A, there, and point C, and we draw this around like so. Get rid of construction lines. And we now have more of a top-down look of our cone. Now, what else do we got here? Do with a triangle. Well, we can create a pyramid. A pyramid's base, look at a real pyramid. All sides are exactly the same. They're all triangle shaped. And that's what we do if we were going to do a mechanical drawing. We're not doing mechanical drawing. So we form a rectangle. We're rectangle shaped. And we create our form. This point, down to this point, down to this point, then we draw our last point down to here. Our section line, and we have created a pyramid. Now how we do the top down view of it, same basic thing. We're going to take the bottom, we're going to set it up a little bit. We'll make a rectangle, a little bit longer sides than what we had. Alright, so, and we're going to make the top slightly shorter. Because we're turning it, it's nowhere looks as tall. So, we start here, we draw down here, we'll draw down here, to here, and we have created a little bit more of a top-down view. When we do stuff like this, we start getting a 2-point perspective and 1-point perspective, but you get the general idea. Now let's draw another form. I'm going to take a line, draw a line here, another line down here. We'll connect the two on the back side. Lay this down. I'm going to bring it out T-shaped, down, back, and that's my basic shape. Now, same thing, length and height. Now I have to add my line. I have a line down here, a line here, a line here, all these corners. Like so. Then I have to connect them all. This comes over here. This comes down. So, over, down, and this comes up to here. Probably should be drawn out just a hair taller. There's my extra lines I got going on here. Now my funky shaped looking T looking thing is now been turned into a 3-dimensional form. It has width, it has height, it has length. Now what I'm going to do with this, well I want to see more of this front view here and left of this side. What I do is I have to compress this thing. I'm going to turn it to the right. This is going to get smaller. I'm going to do something like this. Because when it's side, all my lines have to get much shorter. Let me roll that again here. Line going here. Line going here. Same thing, it's been turned, it's smaller. And I draw my lines in, because on the side, I draw them a lot longer. I've had the same thing, but it's been turned. Now let's draw one more random generic shape and see what we do with it. Now, start out with the bottom, let's say something like this. And let's go up and around, kind of shape like this. Let's bring this in there like so. Up, over, around, out, in, around. Let's see what we do with it. Now, how do we take something like this and add form to it? Well, we don't put in as many lines as we did before. Let's see what you do with it. With an angle, we'll put a line in there. We'll put a line in there. One here. A line there. And a line there. And we need a little bit of a line there, called a peekaboo line, and a line there. And we got our basic shape. Now, because this is a contour curve to top, we're not going to put a line in here. We do need to put a final line right in there. And all you have to do is copy these over. This comes around and up. This comes up and around. This kind of comes in like this, up and around. This is up and over. And you got the final line. That's this. Then we erase our construction lines. And we now have created a three-dimensional geometric, three-dimensional form of random shape. Now what am I going to do with this thing? Well, I'm going to take this and I'm going to flip it more vertically. And I'm going to turn it and that's what I'm doing with it. So if I do that, everything becomes squished. So this, it can look more something like this. And this is going to flatten out something like this. Then come up. Something like that. And up and around. And I did it again. Alright. This is going to be turned. This is going to look more like this. It's at an angle. This squish. This goes up and around. And this is going to get all flattened out. So it's going to look like this. Then it come up and around. The top gets flattened out. this. It comes up and around and over. Ends up looking some weird shape like that. Now, because we're flipped it vertically, our line that runs diagonally has to go vertically. So let's run them more like this. Put this one up there vertically, that one vertically, that one vertically, this one vertically. And let's connect them. All you have to do is recopy this. This comes up here like this. This is up and over. This is down and around. This is up and over. Follow the shape. Get rid of our construction line. We have take this thing and we have smooshed it out and we have flipped it more vertically. Now there's one more thing, shape, that we need to think about. You take a ball, you put that ball in your hand and you turn it. It doesn't matter if you look in the front, the back, the left, the side, right, the top, the bottom. It's always going to be a ball because it's a real three-dimensional round shape. It's always going to look like a ball no matter what you do with it. So I take a circle and I draw it. I cannot add lines to it and make it look like something. Only way to take this and turn it into a sphere is by adding your highlight, your shadows, your midtone to make it look like a round object. Now, I'm going to draw my eraser. From this angle, this is what I see. I got the top comes down an angle. This side comes down an angle. And I got this. These come down an angle. This comes down an angle. Like so. That's basically how my eraser is formed. It's technically three-dimensional because you make it here to here to the page. You do have a height, a width, and a length pretty much, but it still doesn't look three-dimensional. So to turn this into three-dimensional, I simply draw the side. It comes down an angle like so. And this meets up with this. And that's basically how my eraser looks like. Now, and that's basically it. There's really nothing more to it. You know now how to take a two-dimensional object and turn it into a three-dimensional form. What I suggest you do is go around your house, your apartment, look around. You have a refrigerator, you got a microwave, you got kitchen tables, you got a computer modem, you got a computer TV. Take all these objects and draw the two-dimensional shape first. Then you can go around, you got a refrigerator looking thing. At the front of it, you go park a chair here, and you'll see when you first look at it, you don't see the whole thing till you get further out here. Draw all your shapes. Draw them all. Draw all these out. Practice, practice, practice. This is a wonderful exercise for you to learn, first off, how to create these objects from two-dimensional to a three-dimensional form, and to teach you to train yourself to draw what you see and to what you think. You can draw this side, you can draw the other side, then you can flip them down and look more of a top-down view and just practice, practice, practice. And that's really all there is to it for this lesson. There's one more thing I want to talk about, and I'll cut everybody loose so you can practice. That is, this is a family-oriented channel. That means you're never going to draw anything on here that kids can't see or do. Based on one of this, you have nothing to worry about. My suggestion is get your kids, log in here, and draw together. It's a great way to connect with your kids, a great way to have fun. Basically, we're going to, once we get through all this stuff, about the basic fundamentals, then we get into fun stuff and just drawing very stuff. We're going to do a lot of cartooning, a lot of modern characters, making castles, dragons, all kinds of stuff that you can draw with your kids. That's it for today. Get busy drawing stuff, practice, 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 and I will see you next time. So long for now.